Welcome back, students. Today we are going to discuss biodiversity and conservation part 3. And this topic is related to Unit 4, Organism and Environment. Before start the main content, I would like to inform that the images used in our slides are for education purpose only. We respect intellectual property right of the original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this PPT, have any concern, any issue, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. In this particular video lecture, we are going to discuss about wildlife, forest conservation, causes for the extinction of some wildlife, steps taken to conserve the remaining species, concept of endangered species, with some Indian examples, conservation of forest, Indian forest, importance of forest, hazards of deforestation, and concept of afforestation. So let's start the topic. So this is a very important and surprising data that there are almost 1,546 species comes under endangered species in our country. 1546, and it's a huge number. And out of this, 98 belong to mammals category, 88 under birds, 106 under reptile category, 139 amphibians, 333 fishes, and 637 under plants category. Okay, which are threatened of extinction. Okay, several animals of India has already extinct, and majority of them extinct in last few hundred years only. Okay, so what made them extinct? What are those factors? And why are so many species threatened of extinction? This is a very, very important question. So we have to conserve them. We have to protect them. So to protect them, to save them, what can we do? Let's discuss with when we go through all the details, what are the causes and other things. We can also discuss in the last part of this chapter, how can we save them. Okay, so let's find out. So first of all, we have to understand what is extinction. This extinction is a terminology of a taxon by the death of its last member. By the death of its last member. Okay, so functional extinction occur when a taxon loses the capacity to reproduce before the death of its last member. Okay, this is known as functional extinction. When a taxon loses the capacity to reproduce before the death of its last member. Okay, and it's a very surprising data that over 99% of all species that ever lived on Earth, amounting to over 5 billion species, have died out. Okay, now let's discuss type of extinction. First one is the natural extinction. So this natural extinction occur because of the environmental changes. Okay, as environmental conditions change over a period of time, so those species that can't adapt with the environment, with the changed environment, they slowly get disappeared. Okay, so species that can't adapt disappeared, and more adapted species take their places. So this is how one species, adapted species, replace the non-adapted species through natural extinction, and it's a very natural process. Okay, and it's a natural, so that's why it's a slow process and gradual process. Okay, second is anthropogenic extinction. Okay, and this anthropogenic extinction is actually caused by directly or indirectly by human activities. human activities is totally involved in this type of extinction of any type of species. Okay, so as a recent extinction has accelerated since the European expansion in 15th and 16th century, the current extinction event has been ongoing for about 50,000 years, but now it accelerating very rapidly. As you can see this chart, pie chart, most of the species extinct because of the habitat destruction and modification, 37.2%. Okay, followed by direct exploitation, 23.7%. Okay, then because of the climate change, 13%, 13.8%. Then because of the pollution, another factor, and then invasive species, 10.5%. So these are the reason. But what is the main reason? Habitat destruction and modification in their environment. As you can see in this graph also, certain kind of birds, mammals, reptiles, and other AVs, other type of animals extinct because of various reasons. As you can see in this particular graph, but main reason is habitat restriction in the case of arthropods. Okay, sometime climate change also in so many species, sometime invasive species, and in the case of fishes, mainly direct exploitation, and wildlife animals, direct exploitation is another reason. Okay, so these are the main factors. Now you will get surprised that in just 200 years, human activities has caused a severe depletion of biodiversity. Since 1500 AD, 733 animal species, 733 animal species and 110 plant species have been declared extinct or extinct in the wild, and it's a huge amount. Now let's understand the causes of extinction. First one is overhunting and poaching. Okay, so this overhunting and poaching driven by the demand of valuable animal parts like ivory, fur. Because of these valuable parts, overhunting of those wild animals occur in a very rapid way. Okay, and unregulated hunting and poaching threatened many species. Unregulated, there is no rule and regulation. Okay, second reason is habitat restriction. Habitat restriction. Why habitat restriction? Because of the urban development. And because of the urban development, it actually destroys the ecosystem, natural ecosystem, which is actually work as a home for very wildlife animals. So deforestation and urban development destroy ecosystems. So this is the second reason of extinction of many species of plant and animals. Third is natural disasters also, like flood, volcanic activities also contributed in habitat destruction. Third is pollution. Okay, so industrial chemical pollution, actually industrial wastewater pollute water, harming aquatic life severely. Okay, so this is the main reason, pollution. Air pollution affects similarly plant and bird and animals, as water pollution affect aquatic life. Okay, so over exploitation and habitat loss threatened marine species. For marine, over exploitation and habitat loss. Habitat loss because of the pollution. Okay, so these are the reasons. It is mentioned over here in this particular chart. You can see habitat loss, entry of invasive species, pollution, over harvesting, climate change, certain kind of disease, demographic changes. They actually continuous habitat loss, continuous climate change, over explosion, actually lowering down the population size of any species. Okay, so what will happen? the population size lower down with the time, then more inbreeding occur. If more inbreeding occur, then more genetic drift occur. Okay, so if no outbreeding is not possible because of the if the member are not present in the enough amount of that particular species, then recessive gene continuously present and dominancy and adaptation for the changed environment is not possible for that particular species. So that's why more genetic drifts occur. Okay, so because of the more inability in breeding, that particular progeny reduce the adaptability for the changed environment, and that's why their fitness doesn't allow them to survive in the changed environment. So slowly that particular species get extinct. So this is how it works because of the several factors. It is mentioned over here: habitat loss, overharvesting because of climate change, different type of disease, pollution and other factors. They actually directly affect a given population, affect their impact on a given population. So the population size declines severely, significantly. So more inbreeding occur, and because of more inbreeding, the progeny reduce its adaptability for the changed environment, and that's why more genetic drift occur and reduce their fitness for the changed environment. So ultimately, the extinction of that particular species has been occurred. Okay, so this is the reason. And fourth reason is sudden events, means natural disasters like forest fire, volcanic eruption. Okay, these are considered under sudden events, which are also involved in a major reason for sudden extinction of some species of plant and animal. And introduction of foreign species, invasive species like alien species, we can use the term for the same. So these alien species outcompete with the native species, okay, and causing extinction. Okay, habitat loss and invasive species are the major threat to the bird. So in Nile Perch area, in Parthenium and Hyacinth, these are some foreign type of plant species or animal species. Hyacinth and that carrot grass is another example, which come with the wheat in our country and worked as a alien species for the indigenous species. Okay, and those are responsible for the extinction of in the indigenous species. Okay, next is the competition. Evolutionary competition actually displace species that can't adapt. Okay, because of there is a competition. If environment change gradually, although it's a slow and gradual process, but slowly environment get changed. So competition occur between the species, and those species who are not able to adapt according to the environment, they get disappeared. Okay, next reason is the disease. Environment changes cause disease outbreak. Okay, pest infection. Okay, and leading to the extinction of many species. So these are the reason. Okay, now let's discuss extinction in India. What is the main reason? Deforestation and human encroachment are the threatening plant species in Indian biodiversity hotspots. Human encroachment and deforestation. Okay, these are the two major reasons in our country. So now let's discuss IUCN Red List number. Okay, in this IUCN number, International Union of Conservation Nature and Natural Resources, 45 tree plants are under critically endangered category. 45 tree plants. 247 tree species are threatened category. Okay, one of the example is Ilex khasinia. Ilex khasina. It is near to extinction with only 4 plants, not plants, 3. Only 4 trees are left in Meghalaya region. These Ilex khasinia. Conservation issue, poor regeneration of their habitat decline are the major threat. Okay, overuse for medicinal and religious purpose, overuse of the plants for medicinal purpose, overuse of the plant for religious purpose contribute to the decline. Okay, like this begonia. Okay, this begonia is also under the threatened category. The Botanical Survey of India rediscovered a rare species of Arunachal Pradesh after 65 years. 65 years. Okay, species like begonia become extinct due to same reason, due to deforestation. Why deforestation occur in that area? For tea plantation. Okay, similarly, many species feared to extinct since 2000 have no current record. So many species feared extinct, but till date we don't have a current updated data. Okay, extinction, although it is a natural process with all life forms, for all life forms which has to face this extinction process eventually. Okay, the current 6th mass extinction began around 50,000 years ago, but it accelerating in a very rapid way because of the human interference. Okay, so current extinction, mass extinction is the 6th mass extinction. Okay. Now let's discuss wildlife in India. India, as you know, was the home of many beautiful wild animals, but because of the excessive hunting and excessive poaching have driven them to extinction. India got its position among the 17 mega biodiversity country. Okay, and in these 17 countries only these 70 countries contain 60 to 70% biodiversity of the world. Okay, so because of the European expansion and urbanization along with unauthorized hunting, most of the important species get extinct or under disappeared position because of this European expansion, urbanization, industrialization. These are the reasons. In India also, this Bengal tiger, which is considered as a India's national animal, is a prime example of the impact of these activities. Okay, so let's know about some of the extinct species in India. The first one is northern white rhino. This is a picture of northern white rhino. The last 2 northern white rhino are female. These are the female one, with the last male having died in March 2018. Okay, neither female can produce offspring now, making natural reproduction impossible. So this is under the same list category. But although scientists are continuously trying to create a new generation by using a new technique like in vitro fertilization, as they also already harvested some sex cells from the male members of this group. Okay, but what is the cause of the extinction? Because same poaching and habitat loss. This is the first example, northern white rhino. Next example is the Indian oroch. This one is the larger, stronger variant of regular cattle, which is similar to gaur. Despite being domesticated, they continue to be hunted. So same reason, hunting and the poaching. And what is the cause of extinction? Hunting, habitat loss, and breeding lead to their extinction. Third example, pink-headed duck. This is the picture of pink-headed duck. Their head is pink in color. Pink-headed duck. Okay, it is a large dividing duck, once common in riverine marsh of Myanmar, Bangladesh, and India. So these are the locations where they usually found: Myanmar, Bangladesh, and India's Gangetic Plains. It has been considered extinct since 1950 and hasn't been seen in 1880 years. Okay, same cause, hunting and habitat loss. Next is Himalayan quail. These are possibly extinct since the last sighting in Mussoorie in 1867. It was native to the Uttarakhand region, cause same human hunting activities. Next is Malabar Kaiwet. Malabar Kaiwet is a 7 kg variant of Kaiwet cat, and it is common in Western Ghat. It has not been seen since 1990, despite attempting to locate it in 2007. There is a debate about whether it should be declared extinct or not, but reason is same: hunting and poaching and habitat loss. And what is the cause of decline? They actually targeted for hunting because of their scent glands. Okay. Next category comes under this list: Asiatic cheetah. Asiatic cheetah extinct in India for 17 years, with the last wild one hunted for sports purpose. Okay, the reintroduce of this Asian cheetah to India is being planned due to its extinction and challenges to keeping cheetah in captivity. So this is the list. So next question arises: what are endangered species? These animals comes under extinct category. Now some animals comes under endangered species, means whose number are declined in a very low amount. So all those species which are at high risk of extinction in near future, either globally or in a specific region, all those species comes under endangered category. Okay, reason same: habitat loss, poaching, invasive species, and climate change. Clear? So in the IUCN Red List, it actually tracks global conservation status, while national law may protect these species by banning hunting, limited land development, creating protected areas. So these are some efforts which is initiated by the government level or throughout the globe. So now let's discuss endangered species which are present in India. First one is the Bengal tiger. Okay, once found across various habitats in India, the Bengal tiger is now survive only 7% of its historical range, with fewer than 2,000 species. Number is very less. Only 2,000 Bengal tiger is left. Why? What is the reason? Because of the poaching, because of the habitat loss and human wildlife conflict. Continuously their number get decline. Okay. Second, Asiatic lion. This is present in our country in the Gir forest, Gir National Park, which is present in the Gujarat region, and their population is around 500 to 650 only. Only 500 to 650 individual lion are present in our country in this Gir forest. Threat include illegal fences, open wall causing injuries and drawing. One-horned rhinoceros These are found in northeast India, Tarai grassland, and this is what is the population? 3,700 only. And reason is same, poaching for horn. Their horn are very valuable, so their poaching occur because of the horn and human wildlife conflict and flooding also. Next is black bug. This black bug population decreased from 80,000 to around 25,000 because of the poaching and habitat loss. Their ongoing threat include stray dog, pesticides, and vehicle collision. Snow leopard is another animal comes under this endangered species category. These are present in a huge amount previously, but now it is restricted to only Himalayas region, and their number get decreased up to 500 individuals in India. And same reason, poaching, habitat loss, and declined prey due to livestock impact their survival. Okay, so this is the list in which so many animals comes under endangered category. Now, conservation of wildlife. So, conservation threats for human activity and natural cause continue to increase. Okay, extinction, although it is a permanent loss, so it is necessary for us to immediately conserve our wildlife, because that particular wildlife and that particular ecosystem is very, very, very valuable for us. Okay, so overpopulation is a significant threat. Because of the overpopulation, continuously human clear the forest for utilize the land for their own purpose. Okay, so overpopulation is a significant threat as the planet can't expand to accumulate more people. Okay, so a combination of conservation strategy is needed for threatened species, including research and species specific action. Okay, this is the first effort one should take. Second, our government also think about to avoid habitat loss, to create their own natural environment for the wildlife and restoration of the ecosystem of that particular area. Okay, so research and species specific action must taken up, and then secondly, habitat and ecosystem restoration must be developed. Then third one, government should develop a kind of policies, okay, which actually take these things seriously and also educate the people and tell the importance of the wildlife and our biodiversity to the common man. Okay, so effective management and restoration of destroyed habitat are crucial, but if continuous efforts one can take in this direction, it can also get achieved. Okay, so judicious use of agriculture chemical can also help to reduce extinction rate. Conservation requires significant funding, necessity incentives, and financial support to develop that particular area again. Okay, so significant funding is required, necessary incentives, okay, and financial support. Now, what are the laws which are present in India to preserve or to redevelop that particular wildlife area? In section 51A, citizens have a fundamental duty to protect wildlife and show compassion for living being. Article 48A is another law in which the state must protect, secure, and improve forest and wildlife. Protect, secure, and improve forest and wildlife. So section 51A, this is for generalized people. for all the citizen all the citizen of our country. They have a fundamental right to protect the wildlife, okay, and show compassion for the living being. And this Article 48A, in which it is a duty of the government of that particular state to protect, secure the forest which are present under their boundaries, in their state boundaries, and the wildlife. Okay, so wildlife protection, it is a concurrent subject in the constitution, including the Schedule 7 and Schedule 3, allowing both union and state government to legislate on the matter. Benefits of conservation of these endangered species. What are the benefits? Why we have to conserve these endangered species? To maintain a balance between the environment, ensuring clean water, clean air, and fertile soil. Okay, clean air and water improve overall well-being for all kind of individual, all kind of life forms which are present on the earth. Okay, fertile soil, this actually support the food production, which is again usable for the human, which is again valuable for the human. Okay, medicinal plant, if we conserve the medicinal plant, it actually provide access to plants with healing property. Okay, and a balanced ecosystem actually contribute the better health outcome for the human, as well as it is good for other animals also. Cheetah, recently you must heard about this news that cheetah again reintroduced in the India. Okay, as Supreme Court approved the order in January 2020, but it is delayed because it is delayed by COVID-19, especially because of Omicron variant, which is present in South Africa. This cheetah is reintroduced in India from Namibia in February 2022. Namibia actually donate 3 cheetahs to Kuno Wildlife Sanctuary, which is present in the Madhya Pradesh. Okay, 3 cheetah. Now total 20 cheetah are relocated from Namibia and South Africa till now. Okay, but first 3 they donate in 2022. Okay, now a special detail is about Acinonylax jubatus. This is the fastest land animal. Okay, this cheetah is the fastest land animal which can run up to 128 km per hour, such a high speed. And this animal is actually native to Africa and central Iran, and habited steppe grassland, Sahara, and desert terrains, which is present in the Iran. So steppe grassland, which is present in the Serengeti, arid mountain, this is present in the Sahara, and desert terrain, which is present in the Iran. Okay, so this is all about the biodiversity. Now in all 3 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, this biodiversity whole topics has been covered. Still you have any query, any doubt related to this topic, please let me know. We will discuss it later on. Till then, take care, bye bye, and keep learning. Namaskar.